All right, welcome back to The Big Picture. Tyvis Powell here with us. How are you feeling?
Hey,
are you
Tyvis.
awake this morning?
You know, I'm actually doing a lot better than
Good.
I thought I would be.
Hey,
only
yeah.
getting like 3 to 4 hours of sleep is not ideal, but we're gonna power through it. You know, you gotta be extra enthusiastic, or you will kind of fall asleep. So, therefore, I'm ready to go.
When did you get home from Cleveland last night?
Yesterday, I got back to my house at about 12:35-ish. My alarm went off at 4:45.
That's rough.
So,
Wow.
yeah, there we go. Yeah. But
Okay, well,
what?
you have a great nap
can't-
looking ahead.
You can't tell. You can't tell. I've been really doing well today. So.
What were some of your highlights from yesterday, being in Berea, being
Yeah.
with the Browns? What were your best takeaways?
So it's always cool because you always know when something's going to happen, because in Berea, how they do it is the draft room is right next to the radio room. So you always see like 20 people just flying past. So you got to see AB and Ty Monken and them going in the rooms. I'm like, oh, well, they're about to make a pick or something's about to happen. So that's always the coolest part. But outside of that, once the player gets drafted, they call in to us and we get to interview him and talk to him. And listening to Spencer Fano, like, he was so excited and he's so passionate. We got to asking him a question about Joe Thomas, and he like almost broke down in tears because he was like, I love Joe Thomas. I'm so excited to get to learn from Joe and stuff like that. So I was really fired up just listening to those guys on those interviews.
And let's talk about the Buckeyes.
Woo,
oh my
man.
gosh,
4
four
or
of them in
5
the top
gone
12.
in the top 12.
Top 11.
Top 11, yeah.
First time since like 1960 something or something
Yeah,
like that.
Wow.
So
it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was crazy because Cardinal Tate went first to Tennessee. I was kind of sad as a Browns fan because obviously a lot of Browns fans wanted us to get a wide receiver. But I really think that's a really good spot for him. You know, you get Cam Ward. They ended up getting Wan'Dale Robinson in free agency, so he got some help there. But I like the fact that they paired him with a quarterback that's really good, as is supposed to take that next step this year, and now you got an explosive weapon like Cardinal Tate, so I was happy for him. The Arvell Reese slide, I told y'all yesterday, I think he's going to slide a little bit. I don't think he's going to go 2, so where would it be? He went 5th to the Giants. It was a little, I didn't think he would go to the Giants because the Giants for the past couple of years, they took Kayvon Thibodeau, who plays at DN. Last year they took Abdul Carter, who also is an edge rusher, and then you're adding Arvell Reese to that. So it was kind of awkward. I got to see how they're going to put that all together, but if they figure it out, obviously they got a really good player there. Sonny Styles to the Commanders. That has been something that Dan Quinn has loved him the entire process.
Yeah.
They said if Sonny Styles is available, we're taking Sonny Styles, so that was no shocker. And then obviously Caleb Down going to Dallas. I love that for him. I played in Dallas. Dallas has been trying to get their defense back. He's going to be a pivotal piece in that. He joins Malik Hooker, who's another Buckeye safety there, so should be really good for him.
And our Nicole Sharon spoke to some of the players right after they got selected. Take a listen.
Talked a lot with John Harbaugh. How excited are you to play for a coach like that?
I'm very excited for it. And not only did I talk to him there, on my 30th visit, we had a long talk, like a long, real good talk. So yeah, I'm very excited to play for him.
It's a blessing. You know, we shed blood, sweat, and tears together. So to be able to experience this, the highs of highs right now, it's awesome.
They're so excited. But like you said, Tyvis, you've been saying it this week. The work is just getting started.
Oh, yeah. You did all that to get to this point, and now it's about what are you going to do to stay? Because if you're a first-round pick, people are expecting a lot out of you, and they've made a huge investment in you. So hopefully that these guys go to a good spot where that utilizes their strengths the best. Like an Arvell Reese, you know, if you're going to use him as a traditional linebacker, are you really getting the best value out of him? You know, he's a guy that I like to give an example of. He played under Jim Knowles, and he also played under Matt Patricia. He didn't play a lot under Jim, but he wasn't as effective as he was with Matt Patricia. So it's very interesting of how they're going to utilize him to get the most out of him. So hopefully the Giants do that. And Caleb Downs, another guy, he can play multiple positions. Are they going to just take him and stick him in the post? Because if that's the case, you're not really getting the most out of him. You got to really utilize him by moving him around. So those are two guys that I'm very excited to see how their careers go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pull up their outfits.
I was like, this is something that you're
Sorry.
obsessed with.
It's fun because you guys, we're
I
always
like
talking about doom
Cardinals.
and gloom. I want to lighten the mood a little
I like
bit.
Cardinals. Cardinal had,
Look at this.
He had his mother and I think his sister's name was sewn inside. He had the
Oh,
chill
and what is
chain.
that? What is that?
That must be
mean?
that must be
Just
his
chill?
nickname, I guess. Chill. I like it. it
Love
though.
it.
I like the little, it's not a full suit and all of that.
The purple.
He had his
Love
whole
it.
family inside of
I
his
know.
suit.
We have a picture of
family
it, yeah.
portraits and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was
it's
sharp.
coming up.
They did their thing. I was proud of them.
There it is. Oh,
I like
that's
I
so
like
sweet.
the matching
Yeah,
fits.
it
you
was
know.
nothing too outlandish that people gonna be like, "What is that?" I thought they all cleaned up.
Well, because
pretty
we saw the ones from yesterday
Yes.
that were
There was always one person. I don't think I really seen the outfit yesterday where I was like scratching my head.
Same.
Like, he did too much.
Felt like here's Arvell Reese.
With
He
the
had Reese's.
Reese's.
I felt like they all looked classy and they looked good. They were repping Ohio State very, very well.
That right there, that's GQ right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick.
He always suited and booted.
Suited and booted. The SS. I love it. So fun. Well, they looked great.
Yeah,
Congratulations to all those players.
Right. And I mean, now we're on day 2.
Caden McDonald is staying in Pittsburgh. He didn't get his name called in the first round, unfortunately, but they're going to let him walk the stage when he goes. Hopefully, he goes this next round, this upcoming round. He's going to walk the stage, which is still a cool experience. That's usually what they do. If guys go and don't get called in the first round, they usually stick around and they let him walk the stage the next day. So it's still an exciting moment for him.
Absolutely.
What do you expect in the second round?
Well, I expect him to go pretty early. You know,
Yeah.
defensive tackles is an important position. You look at some of those teams that early on, they're probably going to do that. The Giants, I believe, have an early pick, and they got rid of Dexter Lawrence, so they have a need there at defensive tackle. Maybe Caden McDonald is the guy that they go with, but love to see that. Max Clare is a name that we might hear in the second round as well, but hopefully some more Buckeyes, just lots and lots of more Buckeyes.
Yeah, we like
the
to see
league
Buckeyes.
is a better place when you have Buckeyes in it.
Well, this is the best recruiting, point for Ryan Day.
Yeah, Ryan Day
Like,
came out and
come
said,
on.
if you're coming to Ohio State, you have to be a first or second rounder.
Right.
You have 4 guys go in the first round,
Yeah.
so
Pretty
the
good
message
selling
is
point.
loud
Yeah.
and clear.
Good standards
Absolutely.
there. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Tyvis, well, have a good weekend.
Y'all as well. I appreciate y'all.
Rest
and get
up.
some sleep.
What is that?
100%.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak.
That's what I say. That's what I say.